Seth Trimble getting a fifth year? We got to talk about this, y'all. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 94 Feet of UNC podcast. I am your host, of course, Mr. Linzel Graham, the man that gets no credit from those that use debit. If you know, you know. Mr. I debate my equals, all the others I teach. For those that don't understand it, just do some research and really just dig into what I'm saying to understand fully what I'm saying, if that makes sense. Anyways, we are here. We appreciate the love and support from everybody, man. We just pushing and pumping out content for you guys, whatever. And today we got a really good episode. We're not here for a long time, but we're here for a good time. Y'all know the motto. But again, we appreciate the love and support from everybody. Make sure, like it says right there at the bottom of the screen, you bugging if you haven't liked, commented, shared, or subscribed to the channel. You're missing out. I just promise you. And we got so much lined up. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button. It really helps the show and the platform grow and pushes this thing into the algorithms on YouTube. So we truly, truly, truly appreciate it. All right. Make sure that you tap in, get you some merch. I got on the 94 Feet of UNC hat, but of course I got on the Heels in the Paint shirt. As a matter of fact, the ladies just dropped an episode today. If I'm not mistaken, the ladies dropped an episode today. So make sure that you go over there, subscribe to the channel, and holla at Tink, holla at Maddie. That link and everything is all in the description below. So make sure that you tap in with them, man. All right? Like, support the ladies over there. They getting ready to, they got a lot of stuff lined up. So make sure that you support the ladies over there as well. But let's get right into it or whatever. Again, this is not a very long episode or anything like that. But listen, we all know the NCAA, or whatever you want to call it, granted the fifth year to all of the seniors from last season. And a lot of seniors, if you all have not noticed, that have jumped into the transfer portal, mainly guards more than anything. I think I've only seen maybe a few big men or anything like that. Haven't even really seen a lot of forwards, but it is guard heavy here in this portal. And the portal is open. Some players have already committed to some teams. And there's one player in particular that have been discussed, especially in the 94 Feet of UNC Discord. If you have not joined that, that link is also pinned in the description below. It's free to join. It's a great community. We talk all things UNC all day, every day. So make sure that you come tap out. Check it out and tap in with us over there or whatever. The ladies from Heels in the Paint is in there. Just so much in there, man. So make sure that you come tap in with us, man. All right. And have a good time. Like we have a really good time. But one of the big discussions that was in there, especially yesterday, was Seth Trimble granted the fifth year, returning to UNC. We got to talk about it. We got to discuss it. We got to talk about it. Now, of course, this is no indictment or anything or that type of episode on Seth Trimble. Love Seth Trimble. Shout out to Mama Trimble, Pops, everybody, friend of the shows or whatever. So, of course, we're not here to scrutinize or anything like that when it comes to Seth Trimble or whatever. But, of course, I want to get you all's thoughts on things. So here's what I'll say. Of course, I like Seth Trimble. I really do. Him being granted the fifth year is, of course, it's major. He's from Wisconsin, you know, and of course he loves UNC. He has a business on Franklin Street. And I mean, him having that or whatever, you know, getting the two-way contract or getting the contracts from the G League, but also, you know, now being able to come back. If I'm not mistaken, he entered the transfer portal a while ago, before all of this happened, just in case if this did happen. And you know, I don't know if coming back for the fifth year for Trimble to UNC is the best thing. I'm just being honest. I'm being transparent. And again, this is no indictment or anything on Trimble. Absolutely love Trimble. But the reason why I say that is for a couple of reasons. Number one, I don't know if UNC has that many slots open. I just don't. I do believe that they are going to figure something out in regards to how many players can now be on the roster. Right now it's set at 15. That may jump up here soon or whatever with this new 5-5 rule. It could. I don't know. All right. So but right now, UNC, to me, I don't think UNC has that many roster slots open. If I'm not mistaken, there's only one roster slot that is open. And if I'm Coach Malone and the staff and everything, I'm more so going and looking for a big a big body, a 5. Um, I think that we are very good at the guard position, especially, with Dennis and Jaden Young and TBJ, Neo, Matt Abel, Angelo Brizzi. Again, you still got Malloy. You know what I'm saying? So right there, you got 7. Okay. And again, I mentioned it yesterday on our show yesterday that you don't want a log jam. You really don't want to have a log jam or anything like that. You just don't. It may disrupt some things in the locker room. But again, at the same time, that may also benefit things that are going on in the locker room, right? In regards to, like I said yesterday, and I always say, iron sharpens iron. So again, these guys are going to play extra hard because of the fact that they're earning minutes. They're trying to earn minutes. They're trying to earn that spot. They're trying to earn a role, a super big role on this team. And they're going to be jockeying for positions. You know what I'm saying? In that guard position. And I think by adding Seth Trimble now, it just makes it even deeper and it makes it even tougher. Now, I do believe if UNC would not have maybe picked up Angelo Brizzi, and this is no knock to Brizzi or anything like that, but again, we know UNC is not sitting and waiting around, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to sit and wait around or whatever. They got to make moves as they see fit. And I think by, picking up Brizzi was a good look. I like Brizzi. I like his game. And I think that he's going to be able to contribute a lot to this team. But I do believe if UNC hadn't have pivoted towards Brizzi and that slot was still open, then it's wide open for Seth Trimble to be able to return to this team. I know a lot of people have been asking, and the conversations have been asked, if he were to join this team, would he start? Let's throw out the scenario. Let's say Seth Trimble does end up coming back to UNC. Would he start? I don't think he would start. I don't. Now, his leadership is extremely important and very valuable. Just because of the fact you've been there, you love UNC, you know the culture, you know the history of everything. You can really get these guys adapted to UNC culture and UNC basketball. But I don't think that he would start. Now, he would definitely, be a solid piece coming off the bench. What role, what position would he play is very tough to say, because you just don't know where Coach Malone would probably put him, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? So I don't don't see him starting. I just don't. And again, I know it would make complete sense, of course, if UNC, again, if they did not get Brizzi. Seth Trimble want to be close to Chapel Hill. He's got the Ben and Jerry's on Franklin Street. He loves UNC basketball, which is why he returned. A couple of seasons ago. Like it's in him. UNC blood is in him, and of course, again, that just makes complete sense for him to be able to return to UNC. Is it the best thing? I wouldn't think so, because of the fact that if there is one spot open, then of course UNC needs a big with a big body that can, with some post presence in the paint. And of course, we all know that they've been looking at Cameron Finns, Michael Logden. I always get that twisted. And I think that that's the direction that UNC is pointing at. Of course, you already have Sayon Keita, who is not on campus yet. But we are going to have an episode coming up soon about that. You have Alexandros Samodurov, you have Jaren Stevenson, you have Cade Bennerman, you have Maximo, who might be able to play the 4 at times. So UNC is the front court is the big issue right now, and I would imagine and I would believe that every UNC fan is leaning more towards getting a big than trying to bring in another guard. And again, it's no knock or anything like that to Trimble. It's no, he's Carolina through and through. But is it the best fit for him to be able to return to UNC? I wouldn't think so, just because of the fact that, I mean, listen, you can't play everybody. You cannot play everybody. Like, I don't even know if there's enough minutes to go around at this point right now. I mean, you of course, but that's not me. I'm not a head coach, so I can't figure that part out. But I don't know if there's enough minutes to go around right now. I mean, because to me, I think that every single player right now on this roster could definitely play some minutes, whether that's 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20, 25, 30, whatever the case may be. I think every player can definitely play a certain amount of minutes right now on this team. And by you adding a big man, and then let's say that there's another one to where you can add another player or something like that, and there's 2 slots open, now you got to give it to Seth Trimble. And you don't know how he would feel. I mean, I've heard the conversations to where people were saying, like, hey, if Trimble were to come back to UNC, would he come off the bench? Would he be comfortable with coming off the bench? Just things like that. That's tough to say. It's tough to say. But I think he would be all right. I think he would be okay. I think he would be okay with coming off the bench. I believe he would be okay with coming off the bench. If he were to come back. At this point, I don't know if he would have a choice. Because again, I mean, let's break it down. Does Trimble start? Let's say Trimble does come back. And again, this is no knock to him. No knock to him at all. Shout out to Mama Trimble and Pops and everybody. Much love to them. So friends of the show. Like, shout out to them. And again, like I said, this is no knock to them at all, right? So, or this is no knock to him, rather, or the family for that matter. Much love to them. But let's throw it out there. Does Trimble start over TBJ? Does Trimble start over Matt Abel? Does Trimble start over Avdalas? How far can you go? You can't go you can't go no further than the 3 spot. Now, I know he played the 3 or whatever a couple years ago, but you can't go no further than the 3 spot. So to me, I don't think he starts over any of those guys. I'm just being transparent. Like, I just don't. We already know Stevenson will probably start. I mean, I think that matchup and that battle is between him and Samodurov in regards to which one will start. But right now, I would edge it to Stevenson. And right now we're still looking at Keita being a starter. We don't know what other big is going to come. Right between Micah and Cameron, one of the two. I think I got a clue and a feeling on which one it is, but that's neither here nor there. We'll cross that bridge when it gets here. But I don't know. And then, I mean, now you got to look at even coming off the bench. You bring Trimble back or whatever. Does he come off the bench before Jaden Young? Does he come off the bench before Isaiah Dennis? Does he come off the bench before Angelo Brizzi? Like, it's a log jam. And I don't know if there's enough minutes to go around for every single one of those guys. A lot of them came back for a reason. And now I think you might, if Trimble comes back, it may stunt the growth of others, such as the Isaiah Dennis that so many of us are excited to see this upcoming season. It may stunt the growth again for a Jaden Young to see what his full potential might end up being. It may stunt the growth of an Angelo Brizzi, who I believe will be the backup point guard, just because of the fact that he has the experience and he can run the offense. He's an older player. So you bring in Trimble, where does he fit in at? Where does he fit in at? And again, I love Trimble. I just don't know. Now, if you ask me, going back home to Wisconsin, where he's from, I think the Badgers is a great look for him to be playing in Wisconsin. That's where he's from, his family, everybody or whatever. Now, granted, of course, Trimble will be in Chapel Hill quite a bit just because of the Ben and Jerry. So, his business. So, of course, you're going to see him in Chapel Hill a lot. Now, me, truthfully, I know he's still young. He's still in his prime, but I can see Seth Trimble being on the staff or something sometime in the future. Being in Chapel Hill. He loves Chapel Hill, no doubt about that. So we would just have to wait and see. But again, I don't know if I would have him come back or whatever and being a part of this team. I just don't know and don't see where he actually fits. Again, if we wouldn't have got Angelo Brizzi, then I would be all in on Seth Trimble without a doubt. I would definitely be all in on Trimble. And again, I don't even know if UNC has that many open slots left. Like, I mean, right now, a lot of people are still, a few people, I can't say a lot of people, but a few people are still a little bit confused as to how UNC still has that one spot open. Especially when you got the walk-ons. But see, there is no walk-on anymore, if I'm not mistaken. There is no walk-on position anymore. But you still have Evan Smith. You still have Dante Mayo. You still have John Holbrook. I think what really surprised a lot of people was Dante Mayo, and this is no knock to Mayo at all. But I think that surprised a lot of people because of the fact that I don't know if a lot of people was expecting Mayo to be on this team. Now, they knew John Holbrook was going to be here. They knew Evan Smith was going to be here. Either Evan Smith or Russell Hawkins, one of the two. I don't know about Russell Hawkins. I don't know if he's used up all of his eligibility, but I don't know if a lot of people expected, because Mayo was, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't on the team last season. So I think that kind of might have threw a little wrench in there a little bit. But with him coming on and being back on the roster, so I think that kind of surprised everybody, and it kind of just raised eyebrows, I guess you could say, with some fans out there. So, but again, happy that Trimble got the 5th year. Again, if you're gonna play some ball, there's a lot of teams out there right now that would absolutely take Seth Trimble, absolutely, without a doubt. And I believe that if it was me, Wisconsin, going back home to Wisconsin. Now I know it's a long ways from Chapel Hill, but it's hometown. It's hometown. I can't see him going anywhere else I just can't see him going anywhere else. If it ain't Chapel Hill, I can see him going back somewhere in Wisconsin. That's me personally. Not saying that that's what it is, but that's me personally. This is some really good water. Really good water. No ad, but really good water. So listen, that's my thoughts on the whole Seth Trimble getting a 5th year situation. I mean, we'll wait and we'll see. We'll see what happens, but I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. If he'll come back to the university. And again, I think the university, and I think Coach Malone them is really focused on a big. I don't know if they would turn around and not say using the word waste, but I don't think that they would use that scholarship and that last spot for another guard. It just wouldn't. That's not logical to me. But we'll have to wait and see. There's no telling. Strange things have happened in the college basketball world, so we'll have to wait and see or whatever. But listen, that's all that I have for everybody today. I appreciate everybody for tapping in with me. Make sure that you hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe button, man. We, again, help us grow. Help the channel grow. It really does help us grow. Like I'm just saying, and it just shows the love and support from you guys and how much y'all really rock with us. Y'all don't understand how much we are truly grateful for it. We discuss it and talk about it all the time behind the scenes about how amazing you guys are that are subscribed to the channel. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, listen, read the message right there at the bottom of the screen. You're bugging if you haven't liked, commented, shared, or subscribed to the channel. You're bugging because we got a lot of stuff lined up. We got a lot of big things lined up or whatever. It's going to be a really good season. I'm excited. Everybody else is excited. So just be on the lookout, y'all. Be on the lookout. So I'm going to head up out of here. I appreciate everybody. Make sure that you tap back in with us at 7 p.m. We're going to be in the building. 7 p.m. Y'all already know what it is or whatever. This evening, 7 p.m. this evening, we about to be in the building. So tap in with us. And until then, it's always, always, always a great day, not a good day, to be a Tar Heel and go Heel.